Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, pick a cards, and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for the sign of Capricorn, a look into your no contact love situation. So I have the connecting energy for you guys here. It says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. And then this is your person side here, and this is your side here. Right off the bat, first of all, your song was Arms by Christina Perri. And right off the bat, I would say I feel like this is a heavily spiritual connection, just based on this card, obviously. And also the back of the deck was, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. And then underneath that, I just saw sacred union, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So I feel like this is some sort of spiritual connection, where, like, super spiritual, honestly. If that's not the case here, maybe like this isn't your reading. But if it is, let's dive in. So your person side, they got the turtle energy and then this Pluto transformation energy, which says renewal, inner resources, basic instinct, motivation, personal power, evolution, composting, cycles, death, rebirth, subversion, suspicion, obsession, intensity, reckoning, taboos, clearing, and extremes. And then their affirmation card that they got was, I am not afraid to step, let me just hold it like this. I am not afraid to step into the edges of my comfort zone. Okay, let's just start here and then we'll go over to your side. But okay, so your person side in conjunction with this my beloved energy, and also the song, which talks about, like, you put your arms around me and I'm home. And so for this turtle, like, obviously we're like seeing the back of this turtle. We're seeing the back of this turtle, like its shell is being highlighted. And I'm kind of getting a sense that with that whole home energy from that song, like, we put your arms around me and I'm home. And you know how, like, a turtle, like, carries its home on its back. It's like, I think your person is recognizing something about how, like, you feel like home to them, obviously, but like something about your spiritual connection, like spiritually we're always united, love transcends space and time. It's like they can feel like, and this is a water energy, the turtle. So it's like, again, they can like feel it, but they're almost like feeling it physically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where they like can't really dispute. I feel like they're really getting in touch with like the emotional, spiritual aspects, even if they're not like understanding like, oh, I'm feeling their energy. They're just feeling a lot of like really happy, homey feelings with you. And the reason I was really noticing the back was because, like, I don't know, like, I feel like when you feel someone's energy coming through, it's like sometimes you do feel it in your heart, but I feel like a lot of times it almost feels like you feel it in your back, like a very cozy feeling, almost like there's like a warm blanket around you, or like, I guess if you're like spooning with somebody or whatever, you know, it's like that feeling, like that really comfortable. It's almost like behind you. Like, it's like you would think it would be in your heart, but it's almost like, I don't know, I feel like I feel it in my back. So again, that may not be for everybody, but that's just what I associate, like, when I'm looking at this back of this card and like with this card here about being spiritually united. But it's interesting because we have this card, I'm not afraid to step into the edges of my comfort zone. And I feel like the way your person feels about you is kind of like a paradox. I don't know if that's the right word exactly, but something like contradictory like that, where it's like you are their comfort zone, but it's also like you're also like outside of their comfort zone. Like, in order to get to their comfort zone, they have to like step outside of their comfort zone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, it's both. It's like, it's uncomfortable, but it's like the most comfortable place. It's like their sense of home or something like that. So it's like interesting, they're having to kind of like, and I feel like they are swimming toward, like, they're going up towards the edges of their comfort zone. So it's like, again, it might be slow progress. I mean, not process. It might be slow progress here, but it's like they are heading towards it, you know? And with the Pluto energy, it's like renewal and their basic instinct, again, might be to like swim away from, like, I feel like this is a person that is really like doesn't step out, like their comfort zone is on their back, like they don't like step outside of it too much, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just are very comfortable in their comfort zone, of course, but it's like we have clear extreme. So I feel like this is a very extreme act for them to even be contemplating like swimming outside of their comfort zone that they know. Yeah, their basic instinct is just to like stay in their comfort zone, like kind of shield themselves from any sort of I don't know what the word is, like to shield themselves from any uncomfortability, or just like they're not somebody that I think like really likes a lot of change and growth. Like I feel like it is extreme for them to even be contemplating this, but I feel like at this point, like maybe it's like the spiritual aspect of your connection is really like pulling at them. And this is a very, Pluto is a water energy, I believe, as well. Like, yeah, it rules not Scorpio. Well, I think it does rule Scorpio too. Like Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio. But intensity, like, yeah, it's like the intense feelings, reckoning. It's making me think of like almost like judgment energy. And yeah, Pluto is the judgment card. So it's like that day of reckoning where you're just like, you realize like, oh my God, like, you put your arms around me and I'm home. Like, I do feel like at home with you. Like, this is, even though it's uncomfortable maybe for me to like express how I feel and things like that, it's like, I can't deny like how comfortable, I guess that's just like the word of this reading, but like how comfortable and like at home I do feel with you. So it's like, that's like this paradoxical kind of an energy where it's like, in order to be comfortable again, it's like you have to be uncomfortable first or something, and they're trying to like figure out how to do that. That's what I'm getting from your person. So then now moving over to you here, and let's look at this again too, because it's for both of you. So though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. Now your energy that we got the Panther here, ooh, whoa, Venus, love, which says beauty, harmony, romance, charm, receiving, sensuality, luxury, wealth, diplomacy, magnetism, value, pleasure, adornment, adoration, attraction, indulgence, taste, and style. And then your affirmation card that you got was, I know my worth, I do not settle for less. So I feel like what's going on here, because I know this could be like scary where it looks like you're like mad at your person, but I'm not like getting that at all. I was just thinking about this time this kid that I work with was like, oh, like, Gina, like my mom had a dream like about a panther, like what do you think that means, like da da da. And I was like, I don't know, like maybe someone who's like super protective or something who's like, oh my God, yeah, that's my mom, like whoa, like, you know. So like that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting, like a very protective vibe like towards your person. And I'll explain what I mean, because I feel like you're in this Venus energy, and I feel like you've done a lot of work to really get in this really like warm, receptive, feminine energy here. You could be looking good. We have beauty, we have charm. You could just be in a really good place. You've done a lot of work to really like, I would say, prepare yourself for this connection. But I mean, not that it's not for you too, but I mean, that's kind of how these things work. It helps you better yourself. It helps you get ready for, you know, the connection and things like that. You could have some sort of like romantic magnetism right now. It says like where people are like really attracted to you. It's like, because you know your worth. I know my worth, I do not settle for less, and we have value here. Attraction, indulgence, taste, style, like you could again be just like really like looking good. That's just, you're just a beautiful person. A lot of people could be kind of coming at you, in the sense that I'm getting here is that you're like, get back. Like, I'm like, I only have eyes for my person, just back it up, buddy. Like, whereas like I feel like you, and not like you're just like going off the handle at anyone who's like, hey, let me get your number, or like something like that, but it's like I'm almost getting a sense that maybe people are being a little pushy or something. And because yeah, look what was on the back of the deck here. How I feel is okay, I don't need to explain it. And it's like, because maybe like in that song Arms by Christina Perri, is it Arm or Arms? Arms. It's like, I feel like that would be like your person, where it's like, how many times will you let me change my mind and turn around? Like, I can't decide if I'll let you save my life or if I'll drown. Where it's like, I'm getting like an in and out energy. So maybe it's like people see that you're single And it's like you would say, like, oh, I'm not single though. Like, I'm like, you know, in a spiritual union, like, back it up. Like, I'm not trying to, like, even deal with you right now. Like, you're like, I know what I want and it's my person. I only have eyes for my person at this point. Like, I'm sorry, but no. Like, it's, again, I feel like you feel this spiritual connection. You feel like nothing is missing. Like, you feel very fulfilled. Like, you, again, are in a great energy where you feel whole and complete on your own. And you don't, I feel like, mind waiting for your person. I feel like I mean, I'm sure you mind because you, like, miss them and stuff, but it says nothing is missing. I feel like you really made your peace with this. And I feel like you are in, like, a great energy. But again, it's just, like, attracting in maybe, like, other people that are, like, trying to cash in on a good thing here. And you're just, like, bees to honey. Like, you know, like, I feel like people really could be swarming you. And you're just like, no, like, you know, and I feel like you try to be nice about it at first, but I feel like if someone gets pushy, like, you will show your teeth here. Like, you're not afraid. Like, I know my worth. I do not settle for less. Like, I will not. Like, I know what I want. And I feel like with this love energy, it's just like you want this deep love. Like, you want the thing that makes you truly happy. Like, I'm not settling for less. Like, I'm not, like, convincing myself to like somebody else. Like, I don't want to. I don't like you. Like, you know, and I don't care. Like, I feel like you're just very, like a one-track mind. And another thing that I noticed was that both of these cards talk about being productive. So it's like, again, I feel like you're both, like, being productive in your life in your own way, even though you might not be together. Like, you're making moves in your life separately that are, like, I feel like conducive towards this, like, union coming together here. So yeah, like, I feel like that's what I'm getting right off the bat. If that sounds like your situation, let's dive into your reading and see how your person is feeling about you. How is Capricorn's person feeling about Capricorn right now? What are they feeling for Capricorn right now? We have Strength, the Four of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles. That's too many. How is Capricorn's person feeling about Capricorn? We have the High Priestess. Sorry. And the Page of Pentacles. Okay. On the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So how is Capricorn's person feeling? How is your person feeling about you, Capricorn? So we have the Strength card. Again, I feel like they are trying to really be strong, not be afraid to leave certain things behind, not be afraid to transform. With the Pluto card here, it's like they really want to, like, keep moving forward into some new terrain here. Like, you know, with the Four of Wands, again, that could talk about, like, a spiritual connection, but it could also, the Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, like, whenever I see, like, fire and earth together, which we have a lot of here, we have 2 fire cards, 2 earth cards, and then the High Priestess, which I guess could be earth. Sometimes it's associated with Virgo, but it's also, like, Pisces energy. So with with the Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like, again, that productivity energy is coming through. I feel like your person's really trying to channel their, like, energy into something that will actually move their life forward. With the Three of Pentacles, that's, like, I always say it's the Apprentice card, but it's not. It's like the Master Craftsman, I think, card. Or no, is it the Apprentice card? Oh my God, I always get them confused. But it's like, I feel like they could, like, just that we have all this earth here, I feel like they could be trying, oh, and with the turtle, because that talked about, like, the turtle is a water energy, but it's also, like an earth energy, like, because it's, like, on both, like, it's on land and water. So I feel like, again, there's, like, this sort of feeling where it's like your person's making physical moves. They're expanding more in a more physical way where they're like doing more. Does that make sense? And then the Page of Pentacles, I could talk about a beginner. So they're trying to, as far as how they're feeling about you, again, I feel like they're trying to, they could be talking, trying to get advice, I'm getting, because I see them like surrounded by a lot of people. So they could be trying, if they do have someone that they talk to, maybe not about the spiritual aspect of this connection, but maybe they're just trying to like figure out the logistics of like how to make this translate into like something, like how can I bring this into the physical world? Like how can I like meet, because like the Four of Wands could talk about like a spiritual connection too. And it's like, I feel like what your person is really grappling with is like, okay, like we have this spiritual connection, and like, but like what if we start like hanging out? Like, do we talk about it? Like, what's like weird, like, you know, it's like, hey, have you been feeling my energy over there? Like, what do you say? Like, oh yeah, every night. Like, I don't know, like it's like weird, like, you know, it's like, how do we like translate like that spiritual kind of energy to something like practical? Like, and it's, I don't know, I guess like it would just kind of happen naturally, like, you know, like, but I mean, I don't know, like the answer to that, good luck over there, buddy. But like, it's just, it is, it's like, because the two major arcanas we have the High Priestess and Strength. But the High Priestess, it's like, there's all this like, ooh, like mumbo jumbo, like, you know, like not mumbo jumbo, but like, you know, that could seem like really out there, like I feel your energy, like, you know, we're having dreams, like blah, blah, blah. But then it's like, now we have to like just hang out and pretend like that's not happening. Like it's awkward, like, you know, and that could be what's like, they're afraid to step into that, like, because it's like, do we talk about it? Do we just, it's like, are we both just going to pretend like it's not happening, but we both know we're not lying, but we're not saying, like, there's like a spiritual elephant in the room here. Like, what do we like do? Oh God. Like, I can't, I mean, that's gotta be, I mean, how do you kind of make that transition? I feel like that's what like maybe you both are trying to figure out. I mean, I don't know, I feel like you're kind of like chilling, you're like, whatever happens will happen. Like I feel like you're in a good energy where you're just like, everything will be fine, like, you know, blah blah blah. Because a lot of times, and even if it's not about the spiritual stuff, like a lot of times, like if you've been thinking about somebody for a long time, like fantasizing about them, missing them, whatever it is, and then it's like all of a sudden like you're together, it's like, especially if it's been like a long time, it's like kind of scary to like, again, turn that into something real, like with the Three of Pentacles, to expand out in a more physical way. Because it's like, I'm like thinking about this episode of Sex and the City, I forget what episode it is, but I think it's when Miranda and Steve first like move in together, and she's like walking in with the groceries or something, and she like drops the bag, or like the bag breaks, and like a jar of sauce like breaks on the floor and gets all over her, and he like is like, oh, like, and he comes over with like a dish rag, and she's like, stop, like blah blah blah, this is why I didn't want us to move in together. And he's like, what, like what is going on? And she's like, because sometimes I drop things and I do stupid shit and it's like embarrassing, and I just dropped that and you just saw it, and like blah blah blah, it's so embarrassing. Like just like going on and on. And he's like, all right, settle down. Like he starts like dabbing the sauce, like it's okay, like, you know. But it's like, sometimes it's easier to leave something as like a fantasy, or like leave it in the spiritual realm, because it's like the reality. It's like there's awkwardness, there's like stupid shit you could say, there's like embarrassing things, you could trip and fall in front of them, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like stuff like that it's like almost easier to like leave things as a fantasy, like, you know, it's like keep it pristine, you know, like I don't want to like, and then like we're gonna be together and it's not gonna seem as magical anymore. Like there's like some sort of fear like that, I feel like, where maybe on both of your ends, but where it's like, oh, if you see the reality of me, am I like, I'm not gonna like live up to your fantasy, which I'm sure there will, that to some degree is true, like, you know, like because real life isn't a fantasy, like, you know, and it's like, but in a way it'll probably be better because it'll be more real. So like it's just, again, there's that whole like paradoxal like sort of an energy, again, sorry if that's not the right word, but where it's like, in order to get to the comfort zone, it's like you have to be uncomfortable sometimes. So I feel like that's really what's going on here. That's like something that I feel like your person is kind of trying to figure out how to like bridge the gap between those two sort of worlds here. And maybe like with the High Priestess, it's like your person feels like they've really like almost like maybe they've been studying, because I'm noticing all these books here. Maybe they've really been like watching tarot videos or something. I mean, if they're feeling some sort of spiritual connection towards you, or like I was saying, maybe they're talking to people, like just trying to get advice, whatever it is. I feel like they've been doing some sort of like research, or maybe they've just been thinking a lot, but they feel like they've like almost like mastered the spiritual realm of this connection. But now in order to like Page of Pentacles, they're like the Page of Pentacles, and or they have no idea like where to start, or they're trying to figure out where to start to make this like actually reality and ground this into the physical world here. So like again, they feel like the High Priestess, and then they feel like the Page of Pentacles like kind of highlights like, all right, I got this under control, but now like, and there's like a map right down there, and he kind of looks, this little page kind of looks like, oh, like they figured something out. So I don't know, maybe they'll like have some sort of a breakthrough soon where they'll like be like, oh, I could just do this or blah blah, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm getting a sense that they're trying to figure it out regardless. So again, if they're being like a little turtle and not moving fast enough, even though I think you're chilling, like I'm sure you also get like annoyed or frustrated sometimes, or just like restless, like like I just want to like, I feel like you probably just want to like get it over with. Like, okay, I know it's going to be awkward. Like, can we just get it over with? So like, stop dragging it out. Like, please, like, this is killing me. I feel like you could be like, I think you're a more aggressive energy in general, just that you're the panther and they're the turtle, you know? Like, you're probably just ready to like, you just want to like, you want to dive into where you're not comfortable. Like, you're like, yeah, challenge accepted. Let's just like do it and like get it over with, deal with the uncomfortability, and then it'll be gone, you know? But I don't know, it is embarrassing sometimes when you have to like just be yourself around someone. It's like, and you're like, oh, like, and they're gonna see my bad habits, and like they're gonna see that I do this or whatever it is, you know? And it's like, guess what, they probably have their own bad habits, you know, like you both do, and you're both gonna have to get used to it. But yeah, you put your arms around each other in your home, so it'll probably be okay and you'll figure it out, you know what I mean? But it's just, it is understandably like a little scary to like kind of take it to that next level. But I really do think your person is trying to figure out how to do that. So, okay, let's see what your person's intentions towards you are right now. Let's get a more clear picture of like where they're at with this whole like taking it to the next level, if they're there yet, because this is the last card, so it might be that they're still like mainly here trying to figure it out. But let's see, where are they at? What is Capricorn's person's intentions towards Capricorn right now in this moment in time? Happy. Okay. What is Capricorn's person's intentions towards Capricorn right now? Ooh. Oh my God, look at this. Soulmates and loyal heart. Wow. All right, that's like the best 3 cards I've ever gotten for intentions, I have to say. All right, so that's good. And then we have Y on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like, oh, there's like this little heart connection here. Soulmates, loyal heart, and happy. Like, I feel like, again, they're just like really, they've like really understood that you're like this home to them. You're the person that makes them happy. Like, you're the person that unlocks their heart. You're the person that has the same heart as them, or like they know they can trust you. I'm with the loyal heart. They know you're loyal. Like, they know. I feel like I'm getting a sense like with like happy, like maybe you're both kind of like 2 happy little souls, and you just, you know, like when you date somebody and I don't know, like I used to date this guy. I don't know. Every time I came home, I'd be like, hey, what's up? And like always like, I don't know, something was always wrong. Like, what's wrong now? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, buddy, I'm like a manic depressive and I'm, you know, holding it together better than you. That's like a problem. Like, can you please just like, I mean, there was nothing wrong. He was just a douchebag. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I feel like this person, like we all have those, so you feel like someone's dragging you down is what I'm saying. Like dragging your energy down. They're like an energy suck, you know? It's like, I feel like your person is like, wow, I feel like we would both kind of be like really happy together. Like really like, maybe you're 2 like upbeat people. Like, not that, you know, you're going to be happy all the time, every second of the day, but it's like, you have like a positive kind of attitude, both of you. It's just like, there wouldn't be that energy suck of someone like dragging you down. Soulmates, I mean, that pretty much says it. Soulmates, we have this soul connection. It's like coming out right under there. Your person's really recognizing, I almost wanted to just say that you're the one, but like I feel like that's kind of corny. But, you know, like you're the only person that they've met that they've really felt this way about, like, you know, that, wow, this could actually be like a really fulfilling relationship that could kind of make it through, you know, stormy and the snow and the sun, like everything. I feel like your person really feels like they can trust you, and I feel like their intentions, because that's what this is saying, are to make you happy, are to let you know that they feel the same way, and are to let you know that you can trust them as well, to like treat you like a queen. And again, there's two crowned owls here, so again, there's like a sense that like you have a very strong mental connection. Again, you have similar energy, you have probably similar heart, like you're just a lot alike, like you just fit together, you know, like their key fits your lock, and you know, maybe they're like wondering if that translates in the bedroom, and you're correspondingly fitting, everything fits right there too. I like it. Hopefully yes, if you don't know already. But like we check all these boxes, like, you know what I mean? I wonder, like, I feel like they could be thinking about that. But there's like this sense that like you would treat your person like a queen or a king, and they would treat you like a queen or a king, whatever applies, you know? And I feel like they want to do that. And again, that's what they're trying to figure out, how to get there so that they can do that. But like, these are their intentions, like to make you happy, to let you know how they feel about you, to let you know that you can trust them too, and that they're on the same page. Like we have the two penguins and the two owls, like they feel like you're birds of a feather. Like again, I'm really getting that. You know, penguins mate for life. I don't really know about owls, but maybe they feel like your souls have been through like an old soul kind of an energy I'm getting. Even with the turtle, maybe like your person feels like they're an old soul now, where they maybe didn't used to think that about themselves, but they're like almost recognizing certain things in you and in themselves that are very similar, and it's like really making them like putting their heart like at peace. So I love that. All right, let's see, how is your person? Oh fuck, I forgot to like turn these right side up yesterday after I did this reading. Like I cleansed them with sage, but I never fixed them. All right, if they come out, I'm just gonna set the intention here that they all want to come out in, I guess, the upright, and we'll see if I mean, sometimes I get the shadow attribute anyway, no matter what, but we'll see what comes out. I'm not going to take it as reversed if it comes out reversed, because I turned them reversed. Okay, so how is Capricorn's person seeing Capricorn? Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. All right, pioneer, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. And then the shadow is compulsive need to keep moving on. And how is your person seeing you? Oh, that's too many. How is Capricorn's person seeing Capricorn right now? And we have child, eternal. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Okay. And then, like, look at this card again. Like, this is you guys, happy, happy. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you both kind of have this, like, childlike energy. I think they're really recognizing that you guys would just be so happy together. Like, it's just a natural affinity for each other. It's just like the way you both naturally are just is compatible. Like you don't have to change, you don't have to, I mean, that's not to say, like, because I feel like I was saying, you've gone through a lot of changes to get to where you're at, where like you're comfortable with yourself and you know your worth and things like that. But it's like the natural compatibility between you guys, like, I think has been existing here for probably lifetimes. Like, you know, if I'm being honest, it's like the vibe, soulmates. It's like I feel like you guys have, there is this recognition of like, oh, you're like my other half, or you're not like other half, but you know what I'm saying? You're like my perfect person here. Like child, eternal, again, that young, happy spirit, remain young in body, mind, and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. It's like just like the way you both like look at the world is like probably very similar. But even if it's different, it's like you have the same attitude about things, even if you have different ideas and like opinions and stuff, and passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Yeah, they see you as this little pioneer. Maybe they see you as like the way shower in this connection. Like you kind of had to keep moving forward even without knowing if they were ever going to like get to this point. And it's like this little love light bulb went off in their head, I think, in regards to you, where they're just like, oh, like, you like kind of like lit up the path for me, like this light bulb moment where your person is just kind of like, oh, like, had this sort of breakthrough maybe where, I don't know, they realize they put, you know, the whole like you put your arms around me and I'm home, where they just realize how you like fit together, like they just realize you're the one, or like they've had this sort of like epiphany about you, and now they're really trying to like swim towards the edges of their comfort zone. Like this is really cool, but they're seeing you as like a super youthful, kind of like young in spirit, like, yeah, with this kind of an energy, you know, like you're both just really happy people and you would probably be very happy together. It's like you wouldn't have to be rescuing each other, you'd be on equal footing, you know. It would be, you would just relax and enjoy your relationship, I guess. We have Moody. How are they seeing you? Nervous. Maybe this is just right now, like they're wondering if you're like mad at them because like haven't been like coming around or whatever. Maybe they know you're like worried about it. Like if they know that you have like, you know, oh, I haven't like hit up this person, like are they getting anxious? But it seems like you're in a good energy about it. I mean, I'm sure like you go back and forth sometimes, but like at least right now, like you seem very like sure about your person and just very in a very receptive, like valuable kind of an energy. They see you as book smart. Let's see what else. Closed off. Maybe like, you know, they haven't heard from you either and they're wondering like, again, are you like closing the door or something like that? But maybe you're just kind of like trying to respect that they need space and you're just like want them to figure things out on their own without your interference or whatever. Chill. They see you as chill. Again, I feel like they just see that you're a chill person, and I think they are too, and they're like, there wouldn't be all this drama, there wouldn't be, you know, because the turtle is like, I feel like a peace-loving animal, you know. They probably don't want a relationship with a whole bunch of drama, you know. They probably just want to chill and be happy, you know, and I feel like that's what would happen. Stoic. So yeah, they're definitely maybe sensing like a pullback of energy on your end. I think they're wondering how you're feeling from them pulling back, and if you're upset with them, if you're nervous, if you're closed off to them now, or if they're still going to get the same emotional response from you, like something like that, which makes sense in this situation. So what advice would your person need right now, just to see like more of a sense of what they're going through and learning? Let's get deeper into it. Oop. Fierceness and vulnerability both have a place in you. Oh, okay. So maybe like, because I feel like that's where you're at, like, interesting. So maybe this is either like advice for you, or you're kind of mirroring each other and they're needing to sort of like have some fierceness, like, and learning that it's okay to like have some fierceness. And maybe that's something that they're also learning too. Like, I'm not afraid to step into the edges of my comfort zone. And again, I feel like you both are these really happy people, but whether it's like about you, or they might have to like defend you, or just kind of like stand up and be like, no, like this is what I want, blah, blah, blah. Like they're having, I guess, to learn that. Or maybe it's like the opposite, where they are like the fierce one and they're having to learn to be more vulnerable, and that's the edges of their comfort zone that are like a little tricky for them. What advice would Capricorn's person most need? Find what fills your cup and pour it all over the canvas of your life. Don't let anyone use your past to invalidate who you are today. You grew, you're not a hypocrite. Focus less on how others feel about you and focus on how you feel about yourself. Yeah, there's something about other people, like maybe needing to like defend this connection, or other life choices that they're making, whatever it is. Oh my God, sorry, hold on. I'm just gonna get those two. I just want one more. What's the last card for advice for Capricorn's person? Oh, I just saw that one. That wanted to come out. The world is sleeping and all is well. Mantra for anxiety. Again, I feel like that like feeling your energy is some sort of anxious anxiety remedy or something like that. I feel like they maybe can really feel your energy when they go to sleep at night. And that whole thing I was talking about, like on the back, where it's like I really feel like they could, oh, I just saw I miss you. But it's like nothing is missing. Like they don't feel like they can just chill and do their thing, because like they can like kind of get in touch with your energy like whenever they want. All right, so what would your person want to say to you, Capricorn? You're so witty, you hit people with some zingers. Okay, just think you're witty. But we had book smart here too, so I think they really admire your mind and your communication skills, your wit and your sense of humor. The way you believe in the goodness of life after what you've been through is so inspiring. If you're feeling crazy, please know I do too a lot. Like again, with this whole spiritual connection stuff. Maybe they like thought you were crazy at some point and now they're like, oh, like maybe not. You smell so good. Your loyalty and dedication have really touched me. Yeah, with this loyal heart for sure. I feel like a lot of these are compliments, which is nice. It's like they just want to tell you how much they care about you and like how amazing they think you are. I've never met anyone like you. Yeah. I know we could have such a great life together. Whoa. There's Kundalini energy stirring within me. Sometimes I hate the way I phrase that shit. I'm like, why did I say that like that? But like, I mean, maybe there really is. That whole spiritual connection thing is like, you know, waking up in them. I'm ashamed of the way I've treated you. Or maybe they're just feeling like right now, because they have to stay away, they're hoping you understand, but they are like really worried about how it's like affecting you, I think. And they just don't want you to be mad about it. I feel such a real connection to you. Yeah. What else? Oh, I love that you can laugh at yourself. What else? Let's just get two more. Yeah, the majority of these are like complimentary. You're so beautiful, it hurts. Oh, you have such a healing presence. And then it's like I never decided to trust you and love you. One day I just realized you snuck in there somehow. It's like you're just the person for me. Like you didn't do anything, I didn't do anything. Like we're just like, we just fit together, you know? I feel like they're really like coming to terms with that. So, all right, guys, I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. And thank you to everyone that has recently subscribed. I love you guys, and it really means so much to me. I love watching my channel grow. It's like so exciting. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Okay, bye.